cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I flex with you.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledgeito you're not finna get in nobody's collegeito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. We're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, though. You're not going to get nobody's college, though. Hit us with a like, with a comment, with a good subscribe. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We finna slide into 607 walking out on ADAM22 after a heated argument. They had a little back and forth, 1-2 step like Sierra. Do I got a pimple right here? No, I don't. They got a little back and forth, 1-2 step like Sierra. The 607 wasn't feeling it, and he decides to walk out on ADAM22 and what they had going on. Finna jump into this content without no further do's or don'ts. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Bullshit all day long because it's bullshit to you because you don't understand the way I speak. If you understood it, then it'd be good shit.
No, I think it's because like what I'm saying makes more sense.
No, what you're saying make more sense to a person that's a fucking idiot. Anybody idiot think you make sense because you saying shit that's in a carnal mind. You're not saying Jesus.
I actually feel
shit.
like your fan base are far less intelligent than mine.
I also feel like your fan base is my fan base. We kind of like got the same fan base. They love me here, they love me there, and they hate you everywhere.
I don't think my fan base really wants to hear bullshit conspiracy theories just reiterated over and over.
Your fan base is your white fan base because they watch seeing people get. You don't have a fan base.
So even that response right there is like the kind of thing that an idiot might be impressed by.
What makes you think I'm an idiot? Because I know why people like you.
I didn't actually call you an idiot. I said your fan base are idiots.
But I know why people like you, Adam. Let me tell you why people like you. People like you because you do what a lot of other people do. You talk, you do podcasts, you make money, so black people like you. Black people like anybody that got money. Anybody got money, black people gonna like you. So that's why you like you, because you got money. The moment you go broke, you gonna figure out who like you.
I think black people also like me because I have pretty nuanced, well thought out takes about their culture.
No, it's because you got money. If you listen, if you
so
was
just
broke,
anybody who has money is gonna automatically be liked by black people.
If you
I think about it.
Hey, 607 is low-key making a valid point. He is making a very valid point. As Adam, I'll put it like this. Why doesn't Lush get the same respect then? Why doesn't Lush get the same respect Adam gets? Why doesn't Lush get the same understanding? Why doesn't Lush get the same, 1-2 step like Sierra that Lush gets? Why doesn't Lush get the same whatever like Adam gets? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I don't think that it's a situation where Adam really has a big fan base like he thinks he does for the reasons that he thinks he does. I'm not saying that he doesn't have the base. I'm saying that the reason of the fan base might be a little bit different than what ADAM22 thinks is the actual.
A million examples of that not being true.
If you was broke and talking shit, we wouldn't give a all the reason we give a because you're rich.
Black people like tons of broke people.
No, if you talk shit about a black person.
They fell in love with Brorilla when she was broke. She might have some money now, but she didn't even have $1,000 when they fell in love with her.
Listen, they fall in love with your struggle, but the moment you get rich, they don't like you. I'm saying with white people,
That
I'm talking
directly contradicts what you just said.
I'm talking about white people. White people, I said. See, you can't contradict me. I said white people. See?
Wait, what?
I said they like you because you're white and rich.
Okay.
Right? But if you was white and broke talking about them, they wouldn't give a fuck.
I can think of a lot of white people that black people seem to like that are not exactly rich.
Black people think all white people rich. That's what we think.
When you say something like that, though, it's kind of like you hating on the whole black community.
I'm not hating. I'm black. I'm telling you, we think all white people rich and more well off than we are.
Adam thinks that he's smart because you can't manipulate black people into thinking that 607 is going against black people, bro. That's not how that situation is going to take place. That's not how that situation is going to make sense. It doesn't work like that. It only works with your stupid white friends. 607 is making a point. It might not be most well articulated point by ADAM22 standards, but all black people are picking up what 607 Unc is for sure putting down when it comes to the situation, because it's pretty apparent. It's pretty apparent, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying that 607 Unc is telling any type of lies about ADAM22. Adam really doesn't seem like he cares too much about black people, and black people only really seem that they care about ADAM22 because he's white. You feel me? I'm just saying. What's up with y'all?
That's what we think. We was taught that.
I don't think black people are as you're picking them as.
They probably not gonna say it out loud, but we was taught this. We was taught this in our households. Our mothers taught us this. They made us act a certain way around y'all. Like, don't talk. Like, they really raised us to think that y'all was more superior than us. I'm for real.
We need to undo that.
And it have been undoing. We're working on it, right? But that's what they did, right? And everybody know this. And I'm not saying that it's a thing to be praised or remembered, but I'm just saying that it happened. And everybody know what happened.
Well, I'm pretty upset because Pastor Eli has a little stain on his shirt now.
Pastor Eli,
But that is true though. Black people even have to code switch around white people. You feel me? So, you can't be like, hey, my nigga, what's the deal, fool? Cracking, with you, bam, with you, blah, blah, blah. Around white people, you have to say, hello, my good fellow. How are you this afternoon? Just all kind of little stuff, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So when it comes to the chat, what's the deal, man? For those of y'all watching this video right here, chat is, with you, bam, don't worry about it. Video, chat, video. For those of y'all who are saying that 607 Unc really don't have a point, he is making a huge point. Black people really only like ADAM22 because he's white and rich. Because if that's the case, why we don't listen to Milk? Why we don't listen to Lush? Nobody cares what Milk has to say. He's a poor, sloppy orphan. Nobody cares what Lush has to say. He's a tweaker. You feel me? You have to code switch with them, never be black around them, so they try to say that you on some hood shit, blah, blah. Yeah, you can't just be culturally black. What's the deal, fool? How you doing? Man, I ain't tripping. I ain't doing too much, bro. I'm just trying to get something to eat real quick, man. You hungry? I'm trying to get something to grub on real quick. You trying to slide? Hell yeah, let's go grab it. There was nothing disrespectful about that, but that's just how we speak, how we articulate. It wouldn't work. You feel me? It wouldn't work. They would say that we were being ghetto. They would say we were being blah, blah, blah. So,
We're eating? You ain't been in that sex room with her, have you?
Oh yeah, we do porn here.
We do porn.
Me and Unc are actually filming a scene right now.
No, we're not.
Cracking his ass up.
No, never ever in a million years.
It's crazy out of y'all. Ain't no album that crazy. I see. He done get too many podcast.
I can't hear what he's saying.
Crazy is falling over.
He said I'm crazy.
No, he ain't crazy. We have total opposite opinions on everything. So I don't think
I like how y'all free.
this ain't.
I like how y'all free to speak your mind.
What is going on off camera?
He's not free. He's controlled by the government.
Who? Not me. I ain't controlled by shit. Listen, I opt out of life. I'm just a conscious observer. I opt out. I don't celebrate anything, but I don't have a problem with anything. But I opt out of the feelings of everything because I think that
The subject isn't Adam's fault. The subject is, why do black people respect ADAM22? So it's nothing to be at fault for. It's not, oh, is it really Adam's fault or do niggas talk too much? The real question, that's not the real question. That's actually a stupid question because that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. The conversation is, why do black people give Adam so much leeway? That's what the conversation is. So I'm gonna sit here and say that, again, it's because the white man's ice is always colder and the white man's water is always wetter. And that's how, unfortunately, the black psyche, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. Smack said he need that. Okay, tell Smack to come to the gym and I'll tie one arm behind my back and stand on one leg and then it'll be an even fight for him.
no such thing as right or wrong. Let me tell you what I mean. At the time of the war, the fight, both people on both sides thought that was right, and then whoever lost, that was the wrong person. So I don't believe in right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. And I'm gonna tell you something else. There's no such thing as respect neither, because everybody say, "Oh man, I want respect," but in the trenches.
Now this is a good comment. Black people respect him because he gives black people a shot at having exposure, so they let him slide with a lot of, for sure. But here's the thing too, though. Y'all might hate Adam, but you go up to Back on Fig for a job, they can't afford to pay you. You go up to Community for a job, they can't afford to pay you. You go up to any of these other platforms, podcasts in their universe, they can't afford to pay you. Adam's the only one actually giving out chili Everybody else is full of failed shows of niggas who never got paid. So would you rather go on No Jumper? If you're gonna be on the internet, would you rather go on No Jumper and at least get paid for your disrespect and get paid to be demeaned and disrespected by the same audience? Because there is no real difference between No Jumper and Back on Fig or Community. They all do the same trash content. They all follow the same trash narratives. They all talk about the same drama. Back on Fig and Community is really just No Jumper Jr. They should have just stayed over there. You feel me? I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Back on Fig and Community are just No Jumper Jr. They do the exact same type of trash content, have the exact same type of guests, cover the exact same topics and all that kind of stuff. All they do is react to what's going on No Jumper. You feel me? So, I mean, and then they do all that to not pay you. At least Adam is breaking bread. Stop me when I'm lying.
You know, it's disrespectful to look at somebody.
So you don't believe in right and wrong. What if when I'm driving home, if there's like a kid crossing the street and I speed up and swerve into him and hit him with my car? Is that right or wrong?
Everything is purpose, right? I don't think you understand, right? Cause what
you don't think you can make like a judgment? Like, I don't think you need the Bible. I don't think you need any particular intelligence. We all kind of know.
The moment you judge somebody, you automatically wrong. Let me tell you this. If you judge somebody and think that's what they are, they're going to change. I judge just to be a church, Adam, but it's a whole bunch of
the guy
Adams.
who hits the kid with his car on purpose,
you don't never know
you
what
can't
that
judge
kid,
them?
No, you never know what that kid, what their soul contract was. You don't know what the soul holds, right? It's a world.
So this is retarded.
Well, it's retarded. I'm just telling you the truth, gang. Everything happens.
It's retarded to be able to take like the most basic example of morality.
There's no moral
and
morality.
be able to say like, oh, we don't know what's right.
What kind of moral morality can I have in prison?
What if we meet a guy and then we find out that, and he seems like a great guy,
right?
And then we find out that he's got his wife chained up in the basement.
Let me tell you something about
that's wrong.
Let me tell you about being a guy.
Easy.
Let's talk about being a guy. Guys, let's talk about being a guy. Hold up, Pastor. Guys don't intervene. You ever saw?
And that's the problem.
You ever saw God?
That's how we know God's not real.
You ever saw? Let me tell you why he don't
he's
intervene.
Either impotent
let me tell you,
or he's ambivalent.
Let me tell you why he don't intervene. Because he know it's just a magic show. Everything here is made of atoms. Nothing here is actually real. It's a series of illusions, right?
So when a little kid gets hit by a car, that's just a magic show?
It's an illusion. It's never really happened. There's no kid, right?
See, look, did you see
no, I'm keeping it real.
No, shovel it out here as soon as he gets caught.
Everything that you see in this reality is not really here. And scientists prove this, right? I'm just saying it. Listen,
I would love to talk to these scientists.
I can prove that nobody never died. We live in a world, it's kind of like quantum physics. The moment you die, you kind of snap and wake up in another reality.
See, y'all don't like 607 Unk, but 607 Unk be kicking some knowledge, bro. 607 Unk be giving out some news you can use and some knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. 607 Unk has a way of giving you the truth. You just gotta be willing to receive it. Now, everything he's saying 100%, but sometimes he give you some flufflammery, some skullduggery, and some larceny to make sure you get you some realism in there as well, too. 607 Unk be kicking some game, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't always think that he is flying off the edge and going off the rabbit hole. I think a lot of the time 607 Unk knows what he's talking about and is very accurate in what he's talking about. And I think that people like Adam try to sweep his intelligence and sweep his intellect under the rug. You feel me? So, you feel me? It's a bullshit in between that you got to filter out. But 607 Unk really be talking that talk. You feel me? He really do be giving up that game.
Right.
I'd like to ask some quantum physicists what they think of this argument.
Right now, it's like so many different versions of you. And the moment you think
everything is conspiracy, I think that he thinks certain things are a conspiracy. I think that he dresses up what he thinks is a true conspiracy behind false conspiracies, so he's not taken out and taken off the realm and all that kind of stuff for having too much information and too much knowledge. I think that he give you a lot of truth, and I think that he's sprinkling some BS because that's what keep people watching. They come for the BS and he give you the message. You feel me? So I think 607 Unk be saying the real, bro, and I think that he said it in a way that's coded and in a way that's palatable for him to get his message across to his people without having to fear for nothing bigger. You feel me? But I think that Adam be trying to keep 607 Unk quiet so people don't wake up.
You die, you don't die, you just wake up in another reality. That's what's happening around here, and everybody knows this, right? But I'm just gonna say this.
I don't think almost anybody believes this.
Energy don't die, transfer, and everybody knows this. But I'm just gonna say this. Of course, if a child dies, the experience of the pain of a child dying is a great pain to experience because pain brings enlightenment, right? See, people want to rub and stay in the pain, but pain is fine because pain going to show you exactly what you need to feel, but you're going to get over it, right? Because I'm going to say this. A day is a day and a night is a night, and they are two different things, right? Death and life is two different things.
It's just the sun being out.
Oh, no, the sun is Ra.
The what?
The sun is Ra.
What What is you just gonna say some random word?
No, the Ra. That's what the Egyptians called it. It's the name of it. It's Ra.
So you see what I'm saying? Adam didn't have the intelligence to keep up with 607 He said the sun is Ra, so you're just gonna make up some random word. He didn't make up a random word. He didn't make up a random word, but that just shows the lack of intelligence on Adam's end. You feel me? Because Adam just swore to God that this nigga made up a word. So he's gonna make up some random word, but all that to discredit the point that he's making. 607 is cooking, bro. 607 is cooking, and Adam is just trying to diminish it and try to tear down what he's saying because there's a bunch of people who are listening who don't vibrate on a high enough frequency to pick up the game that 607 is putting down. You feel me? It's a lot of idiots, and it's a lot of idiots who's gonna watch these videos and be like, oh, he's just making up words. How do I know? Because Adam said it. 607 is giving education. News you can use. Not
just gonna say the same word but in a different language.
No, the sun is Ra. Well, listen, why do you think they call Ramadan?
I'm just saying that the night of the same thing is as if the sun is out.
No, why do you think it's called Ramadan? Listen, they pray to the sun god, Ra. Listen, I don't think you understand. Everybody praying to the sun god, son of Jesus, son of God. Everybody know this, but you don't understand.
You can name off like a million things that primitive societies believed.
It's not retarded, gang. It's the truth. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't pick sides. I don't have a picker. I'm an observer of life. I just watch. I'm a conscious observer. I'm just telling you what everybody does. I'm not telling you what I do. I'm not telling you what I believe. I'm telling you what's going on in the world. I'm an observer. I choose none. I don't choose anything. I don't choose anybody but me. I'm just keeping it real.
I feel like your lived experience totally spits in the face of everything you're saying here.
My lived so many times, it's pathetic.
If one of your like nephews or nieces or whatever got hit by a car, I think it would be pretty obvious that like you would consider that a bad thing. You wouldn't try to use this weird ass argument about it.
Let me tell you this. You know why I'm here with you, and you know why I wouldn't have made it here. Because you know I was on my way to No Jumper. I wanted to come to No Jumper because I had a message to say, but at the same time, my mother had a stroke. I can either stay home with my mother
Sorry to hear that.
I stay home with my mother or come to No Jumper. I came to No Jumper, right? Because No Jumper was a part of my purpose, right? That I'm doing for the Creator. I'm gonna tell you this, right?
I think you probably figured out that like your mom, despite having a stroke, is like you coming to LA for an afternoon is not gonna change that.
I figured out I work for the Creator, and sometimes, and all the time, this walk I gotta walk alone, right? Because listen, I'm gonna say this.
So did you leave her alone? Like who's taking care of her? Does she need someone to take care of her? Is it like that?
Creator. Listen, I move forward, and everything that I have, I love. But when it's got the purpose and the attachment, I choose the purpose and not the attachment. Right? This is how I am. Right? And everybody knows this because when you are a prophet, that means you can't attach to nothing on this earth. That means I have to roll solo. That means that I have to deliver the message and also show the message. But everybody else have coping mechanisms.
But see, 607 just kicked some more fly game right there too, though, bro. Just say, is you into the message or into the purpose? I think that's what he said. The kids start talking, so I tuned out for a second. But something like that, I get where he was going with it. You feel me? He picked it up, I put it down, I put it back down for a second to see what the kids was doing. But I picked it back up. But I picked it back up though.
They cope with family. I don't need family to cope. I don't need friends to cope. I don't need to cope. I just need God.
And there it is. Okay, I've got a piece of Branzino in the other room that I'm really...
Attachment versus purpose, that's real. So you could be attached to something, like he's attached to his mother, or he could be on his purpose of getting his message across. Yeah, he attached to his mama, he loves his mama, he don't want his mama to pass. Who want our mama to pass? We all love our mamas. But the purpose say I gotta step away from mama real quick and step away from this attachment to go live this attachment. You feel me? I like what 607 is kicking, bro. I think he kicking for
really excited to eat.
Why you always stop why you always want to stop when I say some real shit? I spent the hour telling you, what the you mean that's some real ass shit? Oh, you gonna come? You disrespectful as
what?
When you
coughed?
In the middle of me saying some real shit, you gonna cough, you gonna play? You gonna play with God?
I farted a couple times during this interview as well.
You playing with God, you playing with everything, man.
Yeah, I don't blame God, so I have to play. If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you become a member for only
607 gets up and walks out. We up out here to the next one. Chat y'all saying kick it, red dots to the left. You know the rest. We are gone.
Protest the air, Smith. We on the air, protest the air at our best. You know that, man. Off the air. You know what I'm saying? We out here, ground zero for the neighborhood hero. We got all four corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continue. Mr. Bunker right here, live in the flesh. We out here, man. Trap knows. You know that, nigga.
Apollo Jackson. Dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. That nigga ball like game 6. That nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't
Bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall, 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's never outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know we're enemies. Intention, I let it go until it click if I'm an aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.